world of COVID, one school district in our area is doing its very best to get all students back into the classroom. Today, I'm pleased to be joined by the Superintendent of Schools for the Tamaqua Area School District, Mr. Ray Kinder. Mr. Kinder, thanks for joining us. I know you've had a very busy time back in school, and for the most part, the majority of your students are back in the classroom. So tell us how that came about and how it's working.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. We started out our school year with a full return with a virtual option for those students and families that chose that option. We started out with probably around somewhere close to 28 to 30% of our students in a full virtual option, and we'll probably have reduced that down now to probably somewhere between 13 to 15% of our students choosing a full virtual option. So we have been fairly fortunate so far. Schuylkill County until recently has had very slow growth when it came to the virus. And we're trying as best we can. We're following as many mitigation factors as we can with a full return. And I think any amount of success that we have had has been due to the compliance and the hard work of our students, of our faculty and staff, as well as our families and our parents understanding the expectations and doing their best to follow along with them.
How many students are in your district? And I guess take us through what happens when a student comes up to the door of school each morning.
So we have around 2,100 students. We have a high school, a middle school, and 2 elementary schools. When our students come up to the door, prior to coming to the door, when they get up in the morning, we have a tool, a health screening tool, much the same as all their schools do in terms of specific factors and things that are from a health-related standpoint that we're asking parents to assess and evaluate prior to their child coming to school. It's a different kind of year. Normally we would say if your child has a little sniffle or whatever it is, send them to us. We want them here. But this year, it's certainly different. We're looking at if you have any of these symptoms, we're highly encouraging parents to keep students home, get assessments on them, and ensure that their child is healthy before they come back to school. So once they come to school, everybody is in a face covering. The vast majority of the students are using masks. We do allow shields, but they haven't had the popularity that the masks have had. I think everybody's fear was students aren't going to wear masks. Students aren't going to wear masks, and our students wear masks. As adults, we have the larger issue wearing the masks than I think the students do. They've been extremely compliant, extremely understanding with it, and our faculty and staff have worked really hard. So we try to keep some distance between people during the day, but it's not easy with having this many people back in the building. The hand sanitizing, hand washing, surfaces, all the types of things that we're supposed to do, we have been doing on a regular basis. As well as we have just recently got in some plexiglass dividers that are becoming available to students to be able to put at their desks, and also stationary ones that teachers can have mounted to their desk, and to try to, again, put another layer of protection between people in the classroom.
Are you planning to do this for the entire year, or are you taking it semester by semester?
It's funny because I tell everybody, I don't know what's going to happen a week from now, let alone what's going to happen 4 months, 6 months. That was one thing at the beginning of the year when we were asking people to select. They said, well, how long am I selecting for? I said, I'd like to, for organizational purposes, it'd be great if it was for the whole year, but none of us know where we're going to be or what's necessarily going to happen. And so I think as schools, we're responsible to plan for as many scenarios as possible. And if this is the way that it has to be, I think we have a system in place that will always have to be adjusted depending upon the circumstances, but I think it's doable.
I hope that eventually 100% of the students can be back into the classrooms, not only in your district, but in all of our districts. And keep in touch with us. Keep us posted on how things are progressing. And I wish you the best of luck. Everyone stay safe.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you showing interest in our school district. Thank you.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Corrado Contouring, located in downtown Hazleton. For stubborn fat that won't go away, even with diet or exercise, Cool Sculpting can help. Call us for a free consultation at 570-578-2027.